Hey, B4L, 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 Black Four Horsemen in the building. What's going on, everybody? Black Four Horsemen in the building, back with another episode. Sorry you missed us last week. You know, like we always say, life be life, and so we want to make sure that we jump back in here and jump back on the saddle and get you guys caught up on all the wrestling news and stuff that we've been following, and not just wrestling. Shoot, we're gonna talk about a little sports and stuff like too. Just depends, man. We random like that, you know what I'm saying?
You never know about us.
You just you never know. We got another horseman that's gonna drop out here in a few minutes, just running a little late. Again, you know, we dads out here, we uncles, we brothers, we are employees, we have our own business, you know. Hey, we gonna do what we do or whatever. When we on here, we gonna give it to you the way we see fit. What's going on, OG, up in the building?
Hey man, it's slow motion on this side of town, man. Trying to maintain, trying to make sure everything is everything.
I got you. Yeah, we
But see,
appreciate it.
the people didn't miss us. They literally missed us. We were so fast on and off. They missed us. That's what happened last
if
week.
if that's yeah, if that's what you want to call it, then so be it. But
That's my
we back
story.
here. We here today. We gonna get you guys caught up on what's going on. I'm going ahead and get my link so I can hit my people up on X and let them know that we are live. But before I do that, let's go ahead and pop our information down below. You already know what it is. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Black Four Horsemen. Um, I did update that it was supposed to say Spotify and information and stuff. We're on Spotify, Amazon Music, and iHeart Radio, the Black Four Horsemen. I'll make sure I type that in here in a second, but I had to close my laptop down. It didn't save crap. So it's still showing that we just on Spotify, but nah. We on Spotify, Amazon Music, and iHeartRadio. Search the Black Four Horsemen and check us out, man. And let the baritone voices be music to your ears while you're
Yeah,
driving or working out, since you can't look at us and stuff when
and we can
we're
get the Barry White on if we need to.
yeah, the secret garden.
Yes, we can
Yeah.
get it if you need
Oh, well, yeah. So let's go ahead and we can go ahead and get started. We're just gonna have a quick recap of this weekend's. I mean, we don't have to go by SmackDown and stuff right now because I mean, Bad Blood is where we would probably want to go ahead and start. So let's go ahead and talk about Bad Blood. And the first match of the night, they
Hey,
wasn't that CM Punk and Andrew.
hey,
They started us off,
hey, and then some.
and then some. Like I was I forgot where we were, but I was not able to catch that match. But
Really?
I was there to catch the aftermath of what was going. It looked like them boys tried to kill each other, bro.
Literally, figuratively, they. I have. I thoroughly enjoyed that match from beginning to the end.
Mm.
It was outstanding. It was amazing. Yeah, they go their music. They go their
Yeah,
music.
you know what I'm saying? I had to put that back on there, to get the music going.
Look, I thought it was one of them little.
Don't
Yeah,
start. Yeah,
I
don't
forget.
start. Don't start. Even though it's like that. Oh,
You
oh
know
wait,
what
man.
I'm
Hold up. Before
saying?
we get started, somebody hit the Bray Wyatt line. Let me in.
Yes,
Somebody,
sir.
the Bray Wyatt. Let me
Let me.
in.
The DLC about to drop on WWE 2K with the Fiend. So on the, I think you
Yeah.
said the 16th. Yeah,
Ah,
Well,
okay.
dig that then. Bray Wyatt gonna be on the game. What up, Q? What's
yeah.
going on, brother?
What's
Man,
up, brother?
can't call it, man. Hey, so I was gonna bring this up when we went live, but so because I'm eating candy corn. So candy corn is one of those candies that got you either love it or you hate it. So I want your opinion on candy corn.
Love it. Love it.
Thank
One
you.
of my
So
favorites.
now, Ricky, you shaking your head. Here's the thing: with candy corn, you got to pick the right brand. The Brock's candy corn, because they make theirs with honey, tastes way better than this off-brand stuff y'all be getting. That's the stuff be tasting like candle wax.
Yeah.
But
And
Brock's candy corn,
I like the little pumpkins too. You know,
Oh,
the
yeah.
little pumpkins.
it's October, it's Halloween, dog. Get your
Yeah.
candy.
Well,
Right.
we can go ahead and end the show right here after that.
Man, you gonna make me go get mine in a minute, man. Quick.
Like we not going to talk about like candy corn is fruity wax food. Like
Hey, man,
it's
hold
you
up.
just put a wick in it and you can burn it and you can save on your electricity, man.
And you probably the same dude that like black jelly beans.
I don't even like black jelly beans
I'm
though,
just
bro.
saying. I'm just saying.
I don't. People who eat candy corn are weird, bro.
Candy corn good, dog.
Candy corn is the worst invention outside of fruitcake, bro.
Hold up, man. Wait a minute. So you trying to compare that to that?
Yo, I will. I'll do it, man.
No,
Like fruit
man. What is wrong with
candy
you?
corn, bro, is not. Oh my god, bro! I believe I know somebody. I only knew a couple of people. Now, what are the chances that two of the guys on the 3 screen right here like candy corn? I would have
Hey,
thought it
man.
was at least maybe one of y'all, but everybody outside
see,
of me.
And here's the thing, and my wife got me on it because my wife loves it. Now, granted, as soon as October hit and they start selling the candy corn in the stores, oh, she racks up. So there's like bags of it downstairs. That's how I ended up getting something before I came up here.
That's why she rack up on it because ain't shit there. Like it's
Hey,
plenty of it. It's
And
plenty
then,
to
and I'm gonna tell you
grab.
how to eat it. You eat it. You go with the white first, and then
Yeah,
you
like the
bite
bottom
the
part.
yellow,
Yeah,
and
the
then
top
you
part.
top it out with the orange. Come on,
Now
man.
it's a way to eat
Yeah,
it.
it
Lord,
is. It's a
man.
formal way to eat candy corn.
Oh, I ain't got my light off. Hold on.
Oh man, this is
Remember
just-
that, sir. Okay, so carrying on, hell of a match. Probably one of the top 3 Hell in a Cells, in my opinion. Just out freaking standing. Hey, man, and they let the blood flow.
Yeah, them boys were bleeding out there, man. That's,
I couldn't believe that some of the bumps they were taking, man, especially
Yeah.
CM Punk. We know CM Punk is like
We just-
one sneeze
accident
away
waiting to
from
happen.
being
yeah.
out for the rest of the light of his life. You know what I'm saying? Like, but for him to be in that match, Drew did a Claymore, if I'm not mistaken, and missed and hit the back on the
steps.
step.
Mhm.
What are we doing? Like,
Yeah,
what are we doing? Like,
yeah.
Hey, that was truly the wrap up of that feud. Because I know CM Punk came out and said he's gonna be gone for a while. I think did Drew come out Monday? I can't remember. if he
No,
did.
no,
He
I don't
did,
think
yeah,
so.
Yeah, Drew gonna be out too. Drew,
Drew's
you see the
MIA.
picture on Instagram? The man had like 14 stitches on top of his head.
I ain't see that one.
Yeah.
I saw
Yeah,
that. That looked like Frankenstein.
Like what's name? Like women after they have a C-section had that big scar way up, but it's on top of his head.
Man, it had to be about 14 staples.
I had
Yeah,
10
it was,
right
yeah.
here.
Oh yeah.
And you still got waves. You still got the sporting waves.
Yeah,
you,
man, you know I still.
you still got the Duke kid.
I
Still got the Duke kid in.
You're still swimming around
I
it.
still got that ultra perm. I still got that ultra perm.
But no, yeah, he took that looked like he had 14 stitches in his head, man. And a lot of
Yeah.
people was like, they can't believe they let these guys bleed like that the way they were, but they
Yeah,
put
man.
on. It was still a good match. It wasn't cutting yourself just to cut
Just be
yourself
cutting yourself,
bleeding.
It
It
was
all
a
made
real
sense.
spot.
It all made
It all
sense
made
with
sense.
the hatred that they had for
Right.
each other.
Drew bled so bad, man. The ref had to go and get a towel and wipe his face several times
Yeah,
throughout that match.
yeah. Or you hitting yourself with wrenches and hammers and stuff. You better be bleeding out there.
Man,
They had a whole toolbox out there with stuff.
Well, at least they couldn't. At least they didn't do staples, did they?
nah,
Not in the match, no.
And
No.
no
He got some
tax.
staples in the top of his head afterwards, but
and
no.
no tax, which I thought was coming.
Well, the tax ended up being the little pieces from the bracelet. Yeah.
Yeah, I like how they did that because
Everybody thought it
everybody
was
when
gonna be
you see
thumbtacks,
that,
and he pulled it
yeah,
out. It was
I just knew it was thumbtacks coming.
yeah,
I
that
knew
was
it.
cool. I like how you did that,
yeah.
you know, with that, you know, the play on attacks and stuff like that. But shout out to CM Punk, man, who um did he need to win that though? Like
To win,
we all knew that it was going to be a rubber match, okay?
right?
Pause. We knew that it was going to come down to Punk McIntyre 3. We all said it was going to be in Hell in a Cell before it happened. See, Black Four Horsemen, we know our stuff, okay? We know our stuff. But my thing was, okay, what is my question for you guys is with that was what's next for Drew McIntyre? We could see what's coming for CM
For
Punk.
CM Punk, yeah.
Seth Rollins,
I
we know
I
that's going to
I
happen.
would say I would love to say go get Gunther. I would love to say that, but I know it's not gonna happen. But, that's
It's
just
what is it? It's October, November, December. I would not be surprised if we don't see Drew until he'd be like a surprise in the Royal Rumble. And that by that time he can come back as a babyface. Folks will love him, and then you can get a whole set of few other people he can feud with because now he's a good guy. So.
But that's why I think that Punk is going to come back because they may let Punk win this year. I don't know though.
We're in the Rumble. Oh.
I mean, would he or either that or Money in the Bank? I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe they do a callback and let because like I said, okay, it's like I said with we'll talk about Jey Uso later on. We'll talk about that. I'll put you guys up on game like I put in the group with that. But I don't know. I don't know who would be the next the person to win Royal Rumble because we got you know Gunther, whoever's going to fight Gunther and stuff like that, they're probably gonna lose. Or whoever's gonna challenge Cody Rhodes. I'm not sure. I don't know who.
Yeah.
We can kind of we used to kind of see like, okay, maybe this person's gonna win the Rumble, and that's this will make a main event. But we got Roman and Rock. That's probably what's gonna probably happen.
no doubt.
Then you got Cody. Whatever happened with Cody, I don't know what's gonna happen with that. Maybe KO wins.
Well, now if you talking about WrestleMania, now the rumor is now you can get Rock and Cody at WrestleMania, and that's where you also will get, depending on what they do in Survivor Series, you could possibly get a bloodline versus title, either Solo or somebody else versus Roman during WrestleMania weekend. That's just something thrown out there. Now you mentioned the Royal Rumble. People may not like this, but if you don't have a strong, if you don't have an opponent, a guy everybody's riding for to quote unquote main event WrestleMania, oh, this guy needs a title shot at Mania. If you don't have that person around that time, don't be surprised if John Cena wins the Royal Rumble.
Don't do it
again. I'm just saying, this is last year. This is last year. Now, I'm not saying he goes to Mania to win the title, but this gets him on Mania.
Let him be the top. Let him be the five. Let him be like the last five. I deal with that.
Yeah. He don't need a long run.
He can come so close, but So do you really want Cena to have one more time, bro?
I didn't say that I wanted him there, but
I was just asking. I mean, I was just asking to get your opinion on it.
Well, okay. Literally today, I listened to a podcast and these just fans called in talking about what they would do if they had the pen to book it. One guy said he would have Randy Orton turn on Cody now, and maybe around Survivor Series win the title. John Cena comes back and wins the Rumble, challenges Randy Orton. And you can actually, at that point, both of them will be tied for the record at that point. And then the winner will break the record for the title hold. So, well, if Cena wins, he'll break the record.
Do you think anybody, I mean, just that's how, do you think anybody's going to break that record?
No, I don't. Cena came close, and I don't think they will let anybody else surpass that.
Yeah, because it's so many different superstars and stuff now that you can put a title on that nobody should be trying to have a reign 18, 19 times in this day and age.
Yeah.
I just don't think that's going to be broken.
No, it's not because we're also in a time frame where at least WWE likes long title runs. So it's people like Roman and Gunther. If you have the title, for I don't know 600-700 days, yeah, it's hard, especially throughout your career. It's long. It's hard to lose and then win it back that many times to get up to 16. So you're right. I don't think it'd be broke.
Yeah, I don't.
Not by any of these young people now. No. Now again, you still got Randy, you still got Cena out there, but that's the closest.
Right. I don't think that's going to probably happen. But we'll see. I mean, every time people talk about that a 100-point game being able to possibly be broken, I don't think that's going to happen. But shoot, he's be knocking on the door with 70 and 80 points.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They getting closer.
Mm-hmm.
So, here's to seeing what John Cena do. It's wide open though. Like I said, it's wide open when it comes to who's going to be in the Royal Rumble. Maybe we'll start kind of picking this up right at Royal.
Survivor Series.
Survivors. Thank you.
Right.
Survivor Series. We'll start kind of picking up and be like, okay, this is what we think WWE is heading. But CM Punk could be one of the ones that win. Maybe Drew McIntyre. We don't know. So after this match, they always say that people change after they get in Hell in a Cell. But I'm interested. I'm interested in seeing what they're going to do now with Drew McIntyre, because he has been obsessed with this dude since the Royal Rumble of earlier this year.
Right.
So he's been obsessed with him. So now that that's out the window and how is he going to take it and move forward? We'll see about that. What was the match after that one?
I want to say it was one of the women's matches, wasn't it?
Let's see.
Hold on, man. Was it Bayley and Nia Jax?
It could have been. Let me check what it is. Bayley versus Nia Jax. It is what it is. Let's see. Drew McIntyre. There we go. They got that match at A+. Yes. It was BBL Bayley and Nia Jax. That's the match I think I kind of came in and started watching that one. With Nia, your girl, end up getting.
I just knew she was gonna cash that money.
No, it don't feel right yet. It don't feel right yet. It don't feel right yet. They gotta drag it out some more. And like I said, I don't like the fact that the dissension is already there.
Yeah, that was too soon. From the moment she bought it, they started the dissension, and it's like I didn't like that. Let's at least act like they like each other for a while before we start doing that. Now I will say this, because they've already leaned toward the dissension already. When Nia choked Tiffany out backstage, talking about it's gonna be a problem, I see. At that point, you'll put your hands over it. I might have to. I won't be mad at Tiffany that she did cash did, because you just had your hand around my throat. So.
I don't know. You know what though? You know what? Here go another Ricky Fontaine exclusive. Everybody, what the dude with the phone do? Come here right quick. Come here. I think that they gonna probably do this cash in at Crown Jewel just to give them fans something. Whoever loses that match, Tiffany could actually cash in on either one of the ladies.
Yeah,
that night. Why not? Even though they have a full body on garment and they don't really, like the women did that well. Why not give them something big like that when have Tiffany come out and cash in that night? Just saying, that may be it.
I'm thinking that whoever Gunther fights, I'm thinking Brock gonna come out at Crown Jewel or something. They gonna get him.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I was actually gonna predict that too. I think Brock and Gunther eventually going to come to blows, and that'd be perfect.
We already did Cody, so that leaves who? We already did Cody. We already did that match. Was it 3 of them? They did 3. Cody won.
Cody
and Brock. You remember?
Yeah.
We already had that one.
Yeah, we already had that one.
We already did that. So again, now to put Gunther in a different stratosphere, get him over, and Brock put him over into a different thing, bro. Him beating Brock will take it to a different stratosphere
Mm-hmm.
if that happens. So, um, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, so we were talking about Nia. We'll get back to Cody in a minute because we got a lot of stuff going on with Cody and stuff like that. But Nia, yeah, did anybody catch Nia sitting up like the Undertaker in that thing
Yeah.
when she was getting ready?
And
To
then, and then when she won the match, she said, she sat in that pose like Yokozuna when she sitting on top of.
She sure
Right, so
did.
yeah,
She sure did, and hit the wink and stuff like that. But Nia Jax picks up the win. I'm cool with a lengthy reign for Nia though, man.
She
I'm like,
needs it, especially because
yeah,
you know what?
I
You know
want
what's
them to do
sad
that.
about it though? Every time she get a title, it's around Money in the Bank time, and they end up taking it off.
cash
Of
out,
her,
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I wanted to have it too. Now, like it's funny how you said that she do have a shot at cashing on either one, because she could easily go in and cash in on Liv, and then end up moving her to Raw. That keeps her and Nia separated, and she can have a little run on Raw. But I don't know. We'll see. I just don't. The way it's looking, it's like she's gonna cash in on Nia though.
Yeah, and Tiffany gonna hold the strap. But I just want Nia to give her a 6 month reign or something like that, man. Don't just come out there and take the bet off. I think that she can do well. You haven't even really put her in a lot of different programs enough for you to warrant that right now, because you still got Bianca, you still got Jade, you still got those people and stuff waiting in the wings. But we're gonna let you drop it to Tiffany Stratton. I like Tiffany though. I do, but let the girl get a reign first before we um, do that anyway. But hey, that's why they get paid to do it, and we almost trying to get paid to talk about it with that. So then we get to Damian Priest and Finn Balor. What you guys think about that match?
It was good. It was good. It to me though it felt a little off. I can't put my finger on what it was.
It's unseasoned a little bit.
Yeah, I was kind of in and out on the match, just kind of leaving the room, coming back. So I can't fairly judge the match. I just came back and saw Damon won. I'm all right, bet. Let's move on. So
I would have let Finn win, because they need to go ahead and pick Finn back up. They need to bring Finn back up to where he's supposed to be. They need to quit playing now. Quit playing now. Let's go ahead and put him where he's supposed to be.
I don't know. Finn might not get there until they completely wipe away with the Judgment Day, and he go back to just being solo. I don't know, but
I don't know. But anyway, Priest defeated Balor with this one, and yeah, we'll see. Then it came up with the announcement that we were talking about Crown Jewel. Okay, so now, and one of you guys didn't somebody talk about this? About how the WWE used to have the two. We talked about this on a podcast once upon a time, where we talked about the champion versus champion.
Yeah.
And what did they do? When did they do that? Was it at Survivor Series? They used
yeah, it was Survivor. Yeah, because they would do brands versus brands.
It was brand
so
versus
Raw
brand.
versus SmackDown. So the champions.
We had AJ versus Brock Lesnar one time and stuff like that. So now Triple H. Again, this goes back to my theory of what I said earlier about the cash-ins and stuff like that. Now introduce this Crown Jewel title that they're going to give. And I guess they're going to defend it every.
He specified 2024 Crown Jewel champion, which makes you think we only going to see it that day, and then next year we'll have a 2025 champion. So I think that's what it is. So because remember. I wanted one of the first few years they was over there. They did the whole greatest Royal Rumble, and Braun Strowman won it. He had a belt.
Is that Titus World Slide? Was that Titus World Slide year?
It was Titus World Slide. And Braun Strowman ended up winning that one, and they gave him a belt at the time. We ain't seen that belt since then, so it's gonna be something similar to that. Now, I don't know about y'all. When Triple H was in the ring and you saw the little cover, I just knew he was about to introduce like a secondary women's title. I just knew it was gonna be like a women's intercontinental title. But then when it got close, I said, "No, that belt's too big to be a women's title." So yeah, I was a little disappointed on that because I just knew it was,
and that joint is.
He talked about making history. I just knew it was gonna be something like that. But
y'all think they're gonna sell it after that? Y'all think they're gonna sell it?
Oh yeah, they're gonna sell replicas. Yeah. Now, granted, it might be one of them things where they get a lot of sales over in Saudi Arabia. Probably won't get that many sales here, but
No, you know, but some people are belt aficionados.
Yeah, and they're
But
collectors and stuff. Yeah,
they collect the. I remember. You remember when Bray Wyatt had the Fiend belt they brought out? That
Yeah.
was like $800 or something crazy like that.
yeah.
So people bought that stuff. So I don't know, man. If people buy this Crown Jewel belt, we'll see, man. We'll see somebody on Raw holding the thing up in the background at the Crown Jewel or whatever. But I like the idea of doing the title versus title. They're just doing it over there because they, you know, hey, they're getting that money over there, so they want to make sure the people are entertained. So big things need to happen over there. So we're gonna have Cody versus Gunther, which is, I mean, I'm giving it up on Raw already to spoil the part about that. Everybody knew Sammy was not going to win that match. So now we got Cody and Gunther, and then we got Nia and Liv Morgan.
Which kind of rolls into the next match because the next match is Rhea and Liv.
Which kind of gave that away or whatever. But it wasn't a clean finish because, you know, somebody, I don't, like to toot the horn a little bit, but
this man right here.
Somebody said that, that Raquel was coming back, and it was not what I thought it was going to be, though.
Well,
it was good to me.
It
was
not as good as I thought it was going to be because Raquel got no pop. It looked like the end was botched a little bit because there was no bell ring, there was no ring, anything like that. And then she had the audacity to pull Liv over on her as if the match was still going, and they was gonna let all of that slide.
So I'm not gonna blame it on Raquel, only because I'm hearing the match, the way it was supposed to set up, something happened. Like the ref was supposed to be knocked out. Like this whole time that Rhea was out there beating Dom with the kendo stick. I mean, that could have been a DQ. And the ref was supposed to be knocked out. So when he wasn't supposed to see Raquel attack Rhea and then let Liv get the pin after that, but somehow lost of communication. The referee forgot to go down, whatever, and now he ended up having to be a DQ. And that's why she was confused. Like, okay, why are you not counting the pin?
At least when you go out there, when she, I don't know, because then he'll probably disqualify Rhea if she was swinging and she inadvertently hit him. They'll probably disqualify her or whatever. But we kind of saw that was coming in the weeks to build up and stuff. But it was still good to see Raquel back. But also sad to see that she's still part of the itty bitty titty committee.
Whoa. On Raw, she got out that car.
It was still the same side.
You just saw that at a good angle. That's all it was. But it's the same.
They look like they grew.
They same. I said, man, I thought the same thing. That's probably why she had no pop. If she came out and really had something there, she was
she came with them channels.
She probably
Stephanie McMahon's.
Like, you grown.
Oh my God!
Jericho told Stephanie, you grown, Steph.
Yes. Oh my gosh, man! Chris Jericho used to light into Stephanie McMahon, bro. He even did the side by side.
I can't quite see what's the difference in it, but.
Oh, okay. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna say that for our debate of the day. We're gonna do a quick recap of the Vince McMahon thing and stuff, and give your thoughts about it and stuff like that. Because you brought that up. Let's keep that on there and stuff like that.
I do have two things about this match, the Rhea and Liv thing. One thing I'm disappointed because the shark cage is supposed to be hanging above the ring, not on the outside. That's one criticism. And then the other one is now he's a brave one. Y'all see how Dom fell out of the cage?
Yeah, you could have tore a knee ligament.
Yeah, because that chain or whatever that was grabbing you. Like the way you feel, I thought he was really about to fall out there, but that's my own thing. Yeah,
but the only thing about that being the cage being over the ring, they couldn't do that with
they
them
probably
already
could. There you go. They already had Hell in Cell,
so they could.
You probably couldn't feed that stuff through there.
So take your criticism back, man.
Well,
no, because I thought
because they said initially it was going to be above the ring, a shark cage hanging above the ring. But they probably also at the time didn't realize the Hell in Cell was gonna be up there too. So
dumb on a pole match.
Right, yeah. Or you could just put them on a pole. On one side, you got 4 poles you could have put them on. And just have them stand up there.
Y'all just have him dumb on the
He's
pole.
standing
Like,
up there like Andromeda on Clash of the Titans, how she was hanging on the
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's priceless, man.
Take a big
But-
fan and blow it, his hair blowing in the wind. Yeah.
somebody even put some of his, he got toilet paper for sale on
Yeah.
www.com.
Oh,
So
yeah.
he had some toilet paper in there. But
Yeah.
when we knew that Liv was going to take over, take that win or whatever. I don't know. Liv said that they were done with it. Liv said that they were ready to move on and stuff like that. I don't think Rhea is, but Rhea still got to deal with Raquel Rodriguez. And she can still be a force if they use her right. Like if they go back to using her like she did when she was in NXT and stop all the smile. Like some people just need to be heels, and Raquel is one of those people. I think that what she's doing right now, I think that she can grow in that role or whatever. So it's good to see Raquel Rodriguez back, faults and all.
Mhm.
So yeah, we got the crown jewel title and stuff like that. Let's see. Then we talked about that. We talked about that match, and yeah, blah 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 blah. Oh, and now we'll get to the main event because now, hey, we will stateside and we got 5 matches again.
Right. And I even put it in the group chat that day. It was 5 matches, but the pay-per-view was still over like 3 hours long. So because usually some of them international shows would be like 2.5, but I will say this. The pay-per-view for me was like at an 8. It shot up to a 10 within the last like 10 minutes of this match. So but it's like, but we gonna get to it. So it's like
Yes, it was because it took, if I'm not mistaken, 10 minutes before the match even started because you had
criticize.
Bro, did anybody see Jacob dancing to the music, bro? Back there doing it, legs just tapping. I was like,
I've seen videos of it since then.
I was like, is this man really dancing in the background?
It's all kind of memes out there. Somebody put the little Michael Jackson beat to the song and took out solo song and put another song in there where Jacob was dancing to it. Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, so yeah, so that, and then it took 5 minutes apiece damn near for Cody to come out. It was funny that Cody came out first. Okay. But Cody came out. He came out to shout out to Arkansas Pine Bluff, man.
That's why
I
he
had
came
2
out first.
cousins that went out there, that went to that school, man, and it was good to see them. Cody, man, for the streets, bro. Cody Soul Man. Y'all remember Soul Man? The back in the day with the white dude used to want to be see, you remember that movie Soul Man?
Mm-hmm.
With the white dude that I think he turned black or something in his dream or sleep or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's basically Cody at this moment, man. For him to bring out a HBCU and stuff like that just lets you know Cody about that life, man.
Yeah,
So it was good.
There was a picture out there with him and with the Majorettes, the girls from the band. Yeah, so yeah.
Yeah, I saw this. So,
yeah.
But see, Cody grew up in Atlanta though, because Atlanta was starting to get real black, when he was down there now. So I mean, it's probably, it ain't new to him, it's true to him.
Right.
But yeah, that was a good interest. And then you had the tribal chief, the OTC, come out, and he come out with he had an orchestra, and a choir.
They both had like WrestleMania interests around the jump.
Yeah,
so
I missed that. I missed when he came out. So.
Yeah.
They said, but the fun thing about that, so I don't know what kind of instrument it is, but it's like a drum. It's like a big round drum, and it was a white lady playing it. But you also got the music playing too, so you can see the lady clearly not hitting the drum. She's just kind of almost like air drumming it to the beat. And like, lady, what are you doing?
I didn't see that.
It's floating out there on the internet too. So.
Oh, botch. Shout out to the lady who wasn't paying the drums,
right?
On that thing. So, but yeah, got to the match. Everybody had their thing where Roman got beat up for a little bit, Cody got beat up for a little bit. So now we get towards the end. We know somebody's going to come out. Shout out to the camera people who was trying to get Jimmy Uso out the camera, but you could see the people in the background not paying attention to the damn thing, and they're just doing this.
Mm-hmm. Now, when I saw, I'm just like the people. As soon as I saw the black, hooded figure standing there, I started looking. I stayed straight at him, and I was like, I even thought for a second, hold on, because again, you think, okay, it's a new bloodline member. I said, no, that's Jimmy. And as soon as I said that, that's when Solo noticed him, and then the Tongans ran over. He super kicked them, and yeah, but I love the reaction. When the pop Jimmy got. He took the hood off. That's when everybody screamed the first time. Then he took the bandana off and laughed and stuck his tongue out. Yeah,
I was glad he got a pop though.
Yeah, he got a pop. He got a pop.
I was concerned about little Jimmy.
No, he's still part of it, man.
People look on the internet. People love Jimmy. They miss him because when you think about the stuff he did in Bloodline, he was almost like the comedy relief because Roman would say or we could say keep your hand up or
they would never give him a five. Right.
And remember that time they were backstage at SmackDown one time when they had their own locker room. And Roman was like, and this man sitting here on my couch drinking my water. And Jimmy was drinking some water. He got to spit it back up. Like.
So good to see Jimmy back in here. We got, we still got work to do. And I'm interested in seeing how they expand this and how we're going to get, because we still got time to get to Survivor Series. So I'm wondering how this is going to.
Have you seen the latest I guess Survivor Series poster? Because we always speculated about Jay's gonna come back, Sammy's gonna come back, 4 against 4. Well, the latest one had Cody Rhodes with that team, so it'd be 5 against The Rock, Solo, the two Tongans, and Jacob.
I don't see Cody Rhodes in this yet. I don't see
Cody because I don't see Rock actually wrestling. He gonna be there, but I don't see him wrestling in a War Games match.
I can't even see Sam. I don't want to see Sam.
I kind of want Sammy. I can deal without Cody.
Nah, bring me some new blood. I saw your boy Zilla was in Atlanta Saturday. He was at the show. So.
And I haven't seen anything else about that AEW thing either. So
he's not AEW. Basically, people assumed he was going to either WWE or AEW when he had his last match with MLW or whatever last company he's with. But he is basically a independent free agent. He showed up at other independent shows since then, wrestling and stuff. So he hasn't signed a contract with any major company at this time. So.
Because he left Booker T and them joint, and he showed up there.
So like when he left MLGW, one of the spots he did show up was Reality Wrestling, a Booker T spot, but that was like a one-off, I think. So,
fool, did you just say MLGW? Hey, they actually could work though, fool. Memphis like Wrestling Association. Fool.
I do work for MLGW, so I probably did say it.
Well,
but it's
from me to y'all, MLW. From me to them, through you.
Well, I ain't got nothing to do with your bill, players. All I do, so I work on. I keep the internet and the network working. I don't know with utilities or electricity or anything.
I'm just saying, don't matter.
Oh, trust me. And the crazy thing about it, and that's one of the things I asked about when I got hired. Hey, y'all do anything, cover anything on employees for the utility bill? Them fools had another tell me, no, we feel like we pay y'all enough, but we ain't got to give you a discount on the utility bill. Damn, it's okay.
Well, they pay you. They should pay you enough hell as much as we get robbed.
I don't miss Memphis like gas and water whatsoever because it's been a while because I was living in Olive Branch before I left. So it's been a minute since I had to deal with that. But hey, it is what it is, and I'm praying for you people in Memphis that still deal with MLGW. But yeah, Jimmy's back, and cleared the ring. Now, let's see. Roman looked like he gave him the nod, like gave Cody the nod, like, all right, I had your back. Da 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 da. And so they leave. So now the bloodline jumps Cody again, and it was cool to see Jimmy like, hey, whatever you want to do, I'm gonna roll with you. Whatever you want to do, let me know what you want to do.
But you said you had his back.
You said he had his back.
The night's not over yet, so.
Because technically, if we want to be technical, Roman did not have to get back in the ring because the match was over.
over.
That
Right. Once the
ended
bell
the
rang,
deal.
they ended
That ended the deal right there. Okay, so
Yeah,
he
I
could have
can
got
see.
stumped out, but cooler heads prevailed, and that's when I knew something else special was going to happen.
I didn't think
Cause
so.
I was getting ready to leave. See, no, we supposed to have a family gathering after this. So I had my wife and my daughter like, come on, the match is over. I was like, guys, chill out. It's other stuff that can happen right here. We still got a few minutes or whatever. But they end up leaving us, but we're gonna take two cars because we were just going 8 minutes down the street. Fine. For that time after he got in the ring and they cleared the ring the second time, I looked at my son and was like, The Rock is gonna come out. It just felt right because I read something that said that he was in Atlanta. He was in some part of Georgia where he wasn't that far from Atlanta. So we knew that was up. So I'm staying away. My wife and them are already gone. So
She mad.
yeah, not really. She really wasn't, but she left and The Rock came out. We ended up getting like she ended up pulling up with a place we was at. We would probably walk in like 5 minutes after they did, if that. And she was like, dang, it's over. I was like, yeah, you just had to wait just 2 or 3 more minutes for The Rock because I knew The Rock wasn't going to come out and throw bows. All he had to do was just get that pop. You can see the goosebumps he had because they went nuts. And all he did was just stand there and look, count it, did that, and it was it. That's all you needed. So what y'all
Yeah.
think that? What did y'all think that was? That 1, 2, 3.
This is just my personal opinion. Yeah, we know he's going after Cody. He said that, but I think it was 1, 2, 3 strikes for Roman because again, not only did you embarrass the family name by losing, you lost to Ulufalo and you lost to Bastard Cody. Well, you lost to Ulufalo and losing the title, and now you teaming up with the guy that beat you. Yeah, I think that's what Roman said. Yeah, it's over.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
that
the way I
could
took
be.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, that could be it. He could have been counting them 1, 2, 3. I'm getting all
Yeah,
of
he
y'all.
could be. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it was a very good end to a pay-per-view. They showed up in Atlanta, man. They kind of showed out.
Yeah.
They making this pay-per-view. It's different than
And
your
I
normal
think-
pay-per-views that we had.
I think a lot of it had to do with the fact that they were in Atlanta and what Atlanta means to Cody Rhodes, and you could still tie in Roman's past there too because he played college football there. So
Yeah.
that's why it felt almost like a mini WrestleMania because of those situations. I think.
And shout out to the host, man, Bianca Jade and Naomi.
Oh, yeah, and Naomi,
they had a real black suite. I mean, it was a lot of niggas in this suite.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was they
Had Miss Jackie in there too. Jackie.
oh Miss
Yeah.
Jackie was there,
That was
man.
probably the most black pay-per-view I ever seen.
Yeah,
Hey.
black baby. Yeah.
Hey, but I'm just saying though, they in a black city. Like my football team, we one of the blackest football teams. Like we had the blackest fan base, I think, in the whole entire league. Anytime you on the screen chanting ATL, like the Falcons, man, stand up to the man first place in the NFC South, by the way, better record than the San Francisco 49ers. So but yeah, they put on for Atlanta. I think they did a really good job with it and how they ended the show. It was stars everywhere in the building, from musicians and former WWE superstars and stuff, like you mentioned, Miss Jackie, Braun Breaker daddy was there. I mean, his uncle was there, Scott, Steiner.
Steiner was there.
And he was there. They showed out. So
Oh, the Four Horsemen. Arn Anderson, Tully Blanchard were there.
Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard were there. It was a vibe, man. Kudos WWE for that pay-per-view. It was dope. And now we leading up into Crown Jewel, right? And then we'll go.
Yeah, that's Crown Jewel.
Yeah, so Crown Jewel. So expect this
that's
bloodline
right.
stuff to build from here all the way into their clash at War Games or whatever. But yeah, no, that's not it.
That's not it. That was the last match, but that was not the end of the action that night.
That's not it. Because, and this is WWE, this is why I just sometimes like they get it. When was the last time you seen a heel turn not on TV?
Yeah. And through a cell phone footage.
Cell phone footage.
From a fan, the way we supposed to take it, but I'm sure it's had one of WWE's interns out there with the phone. But either way, it's from a cell phone footage of a confirmation in the parking lot. Almost like back in the day, Channel 5 News, where you see somebody get ran over the car, in the parking lot. But yeah, I love the way they did
My
that, man.
stuff Eddie Gilbert ran over Jerry Lawler back in the day. I remember that. Hey, Lawler took a nasty bump with that car, bro. Now we thinking about it. But anyway. But yeah, that was cool though. I like how they introduced that. I like how they introduced that heel turn right there. We kind of saw it coming, but we didn't want to. They didn't want to put it on. They wanted to do it different and stuff like that. And I'm kudos to them and how they treating it and stuff. Like everybody's like, we don't want to talk about that. We're gonna handle that internal, all the other stuff. Okay, WWE, I see what you're doing, but kudos to you guys for doing it that way. I like it. I ain't mad at it.
And they now and here's the what's the word I'm trying to use? The underrated heel move of the whole night. Not only do he beat your ass, throw a trash can at you, he rolled off in a Lamborghini. Did you see that the Lambo he had? The camera over his head?
No, I did not.
He drove off for the Lambo, yeah. So he said, so they if you go back and look at that footage, yeah, he beat him down when the security tried to break him away. He took a trash can, threw the trash can toward him, and then they kept trying to march him to his car. It was a Lambo. He jumped and sped off.
Okay, then hopefully it was his and not Cody's.
Yeah. It was. No, I think when people say it was a rental, he said you must have a lot of loyalty points and royalty points to reserve a Lambo as a rental car. But yeah.
But hey,
I'm sure you got it. Mixed traveling they do. I'm sure you got it. But
that was good, man. It was a good pay-per-view, and looking forward to seeing what they're going to do with Crown Jewel and building up with that. Real quick, let's go ahead and give a shout out to our sponsors and stuff. We got creativegraphics.com that handles all of your motivational tees and everything. The website down there, www.creativegraphics.com. Y'all go ahead and check my boy Aaron out. He actually got a giveaway going on and stuff, and I'll let you guys know about that instead once that's finalized and stuff. Get you some free gear before you start to purchase and support the business. Also, we also have a horseman here that has his own business here, Sigmund Hamilton Agency, ladies and gentlemen, for all of your insurance needs, whether it's home, auto, life, all of that other good stuff. Y'all holler at my boy. If y'all in the tri-state area, Tennessee, Arkansas, Mississippi, holler at Sig. Go ahead, bro.
All that. And you can scan that QR code and you can get you a free quote immediately.
Yeah, scan the QR code, man,
And hey,
and go
man,
into.
don't be drinking on my set. Don't be drinking and slurping on my set, man.
Hey.
it wasn't me. I wasn't drinking that. Yeah.
Nah, he was drinking because he has life insurance with Sigmund Hamilton Agency, so he is good to go. If that is his last sip, Sig is gonna take care of you with Sigmund Hamilton Agency on that
Good
thing.
to
So
the
yeah,
last drop, baby. Good
the
to
man,
the last
I ain't
drop.
finna agree with. I am not finna agree with that with another man saying
Right.
that. I'm
Pause.
just not finna do that. We gonna pause right there and appreciate the fact that we
No
just not
Diddy.
gonna do
No
that
Diddy.
yet. No Diddy
No
at
Diddy.
all. So, all right, real quick before we get to our the
Debate
of the day or whatever, let's just go a quick recap of WWE Raw.
I'm gonna say this was
yeah.
a fast moving show.
So yeah, so let's.
It was
let's,
2
let's,
hours.
let's
I
preface
forgot
it,
about that.
Let's preface it. It was two. This is the first 2 hours show of Raw. I think since they gave a year, I forget, but this is the start of a 2 hour Raw for the rest of this year. Now it's still open for Netflix. We're not sure how long the shows will be on Netflix, but you also got to realize too there won't be as many commercials on Netflix either. So outside of an ad here and there for probably other Netflix shows, we can have a 3 hour Raw, but it won't feel that way because you have more stuff that they can add because you don't have all the commercials and ads. So,
But when I say, and they actually got some filler matches in, and it still felt like you wasn't cheated. So I didn't feel like I was cheated out of.
but you're right though. That first 40 minutes, it was going. You know, superstar. You don't think I forget who opened the show, but when CM Punk came out, CM Punk may have opened the show. You went from CM Punk to Seth Rollins, him talking about Bronson Reed to Jey Uso.
Jey
It
Uso.
just kept
It was
flowing.
some match and
kept
stuff
going.
like that.
I enjoyed I actually enjoy, which I didn't think I would enjoy, that Jey Uso Xavier
Xavier
Woods
Woods
match.
match,
I
yeah.
really enjoyed that match.
Because Xavier Woods
good.
can handle himself. You know what I'm saying?
was
He can
good.
handle himself, and they showed that and they're continuing to push him in that way and stuff. And like I said,
And
he's
when
going to he gonna crash out.
When that boy turn on
Kofi.
Kofi, man, he gonna beat the brakes off.
He gonna crash out at some point in time, and it's going to be you. You're gonna have people crying and kids crying and stuff because they ain't got their bootios no more, and and all the other stuff. So I'm just saying, it's gonna happen.
I did not see the relevance of Cody coming on Raw because
Well,
we can
they
talk
just
about
setting
that.
up the crown
They
jewel.
setting up the
That's all.
crown jewel. They
But
setting up the crown
Do that
jewel
later.
match.
Do that later. I don't need to see Cody right now.
But now they want people to. But you know what? They want to talk about what happened on what's not because they don't want to just keep that on SmackDown.
Okay, well,
They
let's
want to
see if
bring that
Gunther
over
gon-
to.
Let's see if Gunther coming to SmackDown. Then.
Yeah.
He probably
might.
will, but I don't think nobody would care.
Right.
I do.
He will, because I think even Crown Jewel, I think Triple H even said it. Crown Jewel is only like maybe 2 or 3 weeks away, so
Yeah.
it's coming fast. So you got to go and start promoting this stuff. So I
Another
wouldn't be
thing.
surprised if he showed up on SmackDown.
So another thing, we had that match, and then we got Braun Breaker, then went back and
You talking about fast? The Spear came out of nowhere, and it's like,
should-
yeah, everybody
I knew
thought
it
he
was
was
coming.
turning face last week.
I
Yeah.
knew it was coming. I
No,
saw
he,
it.
we can see it too. I'm with you on that, but here's the funny part, and this is where the breakup of the New Day is going to continue, because Xavier Woods told him, "Get your ass out! Don't get your ass back in that ring." And guess what? You got in there and got me, and I wasn't even in the ring helping. I just
Right.
got speared because I'm pulling your body out the ring and telling you shouldn't have went in there. So that's another crack that's finna bust this damn open on New Day and break them up. So that was funny.
I think one thing with this 2-hour thing is gonna do is it's gonna help. As you can see, they making matches already. They making matches for the week after, so it's like they already planting seeds for what's going transpire that next
they have
week,
to.
which is cool. I like it. It's
Oh, also, guys. Oh,
Gone,
another
give
thing
it
that I picked up. Did anybody watch the Karrion Cross, Miz, and R2?
Oh yeah.
Did anybody see that QR code? There he is.
Oh yeah. The White Six are
my-
going after either
yeah, I
Miz or
did.
Karrion Cross. Whatever.
They're going after the Miz, or he's going after
he going after Karrion Cross.
Karrion Cross and his group, and I think it's going to be Karrion Cross.
That would be good too.
I think it's going to be Karrion Cross. And them. What are they called again?
The final.
The Final Testament.
Final testicles. Got it.
But I thought it was gonna be. I initially thought it was gonna be. Who was it? Because it came up when somebody else was talking. Was it Finn talking?
I don't know.
Or
I think
was it
that's
AJ?
last.
Or was it AJ? Was
I think
AJ
that's-
that was talking?
I don't
I can't
know.
remember who it
I
was.
think they're saving Judgment Day for last, and maybe there may be something that breaks up the Judgment Day for good. But yeah, the Final Testament to get them some run and stuff like that.
They need.
I think
some
that's
help.
what, and they need some help. They need some help
They
with
need
that.
some
So, yeah, shout out for
Hey,
that.
Did y'all,
What
see,
else?
did y'all see the daggers? They got some airtime.
So, anyway,
That
we
was
got to the
cool,
main
man.
event where, bro, that was just, oh my gosh, man. Like,
Were they involved? Because I know it was
It
one
was a
match. They
10
had a bunch of women. Yeah,
it was a
10
10-person,
man, yeah.
10-person match, and you had those three
Yeah, it was a whole
ladies.
bunch of folk.
Young.
Really hadn't been on TV in forever.
And who else was the? Who was the other two?
Some folk I hadn't.
I know it was
seen.
Natalia's team. And I think Zelina Vega may have been on Natalia's team.
Yeah, but it was.
Yeah.
It was Unholy Union and
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like I said,
the
whatever.
Daggers versus
The Daggers.
that group or whatever, and they picked up the win.
Let's talk. Speaking of Butcher, I mean,
Butch. Pete
speaking,
Dunne.
Yeah, let's talk about that match. That match was a banger.
What they call it, the
Donnie Brook match.
Big match. Yeah.
Donnie
That
Brook match or whatever.
That match was fire, man. That match.
No,
Was
I fast forwarded it. I recorded
watch
it.
it again. Watch it again, man. It was
I
good.
watched towards the end and stuff like that. I was
good.
trying to figure. I got to go back and look at why he was zip tied and he still bro kicked old boy and still got the win.
Yeah.
Zip
'Cause, man,
tied up and
he
stuff
almost
like
like
that.
Super Cena. He gonna be like Super Cena.
Oh no, Sheamus gonna take some losses though. Super Cena didn't take losses.
Y'all think he gonna get that Intercontinental title?
No, they only because they're not talking about it. It's like we forgot that that's the only title that he needs, and so he probably won't get it anytime
He might
soon.
get it one day.
I mean,
maybe-
it fits for
maybe
him.
next year
What they
sometime,
trying,
yeah.
it fits from where they were going because whoever's going to win it after them, they went through a heavyweight champion to get it. I think that they could probably go back and circle back around to that as well. So, yeah. Let's see what else we had. We had Gunther and we had
Close it out, baby. Let's close it
yeah,
out.
okay. We had
Hey,
Gunther
man.
and we had whatchamacallit,
Hey,
and we
man.
knew Sammy was not going to win this match.
Hey, man.
He campaigned for this for the last 3.5 weeks, 4 weeks, and got put to sleep.
I went into that match saying no way in hell Sammy will win that title. To saying, damn, would they really do this?
No.
The match was that good
Yeah,
and
it
believable.
was that, especially
It was
especially
that
toward the end
believable.
with the false finishes and people kicking out and stuff. Yeah,
It was
you just knew.
believable,
Okay,
for
he
sure.
might win this, but
I remember when I felt
No.
like that. Do you guys remember that time Jeff Hardy went solo and he went against the Undertaker? That match had me thinking, are you really serious that Jeff Hardy was about to pull
beat
this
the
off
Undertaker,
and beat the Undertaker? That match was really good like that. But I mean, Sammy does have those matches where you kind of believe that he's going to pull one off. And despite what people may think, I think he is going to be a world heavyweight champion one day. But now it's just not the time.
yeah, it's not time. Right?
It's just not the time. Gunther, like I said, I still see him probably keep this title to next SummerSlam.
Sammy is probably in the best shape I've ever seen him in, ever.
I don't know, but when he was that luchador thing, he was in shape then because he was doing shit. I was like, that Sami Zayn doing all
He's
that?
in
Like,
shape. I mean, you can see him.
Well, back then he was just small and skinny. Now he's put some muscle on.
He's
but
getting some
the
muscle, some
muscle
cut.
is-
He got a
is-
little
is-
6-pack going on. So go, Sammy. Yeah. Look at Sammy cutting up.
yeah, but he went to sleep. Rumors has it he's still asleep. And like I said, I love the way that Gunther is bringing back the sleeper hold. That was a finisher back in the day, and he is using old school moves to put ninjas away these days, bro. Like, you know, you can go into a match and you will see Gunther using abdominal stretch. You know what I'm saying? Those moves that used to take up time in the match that you hated the people be put in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. Gunther is that dude, and that's what make him so special, bro.
Yeah.
To me, that's what make him so special. But yeah, so we set up that, and we end with Cody and Gunther raising their titles, and head to Crown Jewel going against each other on that. And I think that's pretty much all of the interesting spots on Raw that we care to talk about.
Yeah.
And we'll go ahead and end the show with just giving a brief recap on the Vincent Kennedy McMahon
Titled
documentary
Mr. McMahon is the name of the
titled Mr. McMahon on Netflix and stuff. And I did finish it. And it was interesting to say the least because they did it to build up Vince McMahon for what he's done for the business, which he's a brilliant mind. He was a brilliant mind. Like, I'm not talking about all of the other stuff that he's allegedly done that he's in trouble for right now. But I know with me growing up and running to the house, even during WCW time, I was still watching WWE just to see what happened. And then when he finally took over and stuff like that, the Monday Night Wars and stuff, and just pretty much put WCW back in a back burner and bought them out, there was nobody to do it like Vince McMahon. Man, he was a heel boss, everything. You know what I'm saying? But is the steroid. Then you go back and you think about, you forget about the whole steroid thing with Hulk Hogan. You know, it was a lot of cloudy things under his watch, man, as an owner and stuff like that, that he got a bad rep for. And now with this stuff with this young lady and the stuff that the text messages and stuff that hey, that ain't a good look, man.
I will say this, because I have friends that are not wrestling fans. They was expecting more. I mean, I guess I was expecting more too. There was nothing in that documentary that I didn't already know about. So, but especially with the allegations coming up so recently, they was expecting to have some interviews with these women. Hey, so what did he tell you? What did he do? That type of stuff. And we didn't get that. And that's what, so a lot of people are disappointed because we didn't get that part of it. Like, we didn't get more of it. It was a little bit of it, but not what everybody else. But yeah, everything else I remember. Even I had heard the rumor about the whole. Remember Ashley.
I didn't know she was dead. Yeah, she was dead.
I knew about that, and I knew it was suicide. But as far as the allegations she had toward him, that she was sexually abused and supposedly raped on a little military tour thing, the tribute for the troops.
Yeah,
that stuff I had heard about. But one thing you hear something, but I don't know what kind of sources getting it from, so I didn't really believe it. But yeah, that so. In fact, that was the thing.
Well, hold up. Even I went in when I heard this. I went in with a mind to know that they were not going to talk about the stuff that we were talking about, and they made it clear every freaking episode that this video and stuff that they took was before that train wreck hit with that lady and stuff like that. Yeah. And they talked about a little bit of it with Brock, and stuff like that. But I knew this wasn't finna be something where they were finna go and this was something that they were supposed to do to try to build Vince McMahon back up a little bit.
Yeah, because actually
it failed big time.
Well, one of the guys. Well, here's the thing again, because they didn't know this stuff was happening. This was actually filmed. Most of this filming was done right after the pandemic, and it was going to go in more the fact that WWE kind of went back to business. They didn't really lose much during the pandemic because they started doing the Thunderdome thing and or not having a crowd. So that's when they started filming this. But then by the time they released it, because it takes so long for stuff to actually air, that's when all these allegations came around. I was telling a coworker, I said, this Mr. McMahon documentary is not for wrestling fans. Because most hardcore wrestling fans already know all this stuff. These are for people that know who Vince is. They've heard about WWE. They've heard of Vince McMahon. Let me find out a little bit more about him, and that's what they got in this show, in my opinion. So.
Yeah, what you say?
I was Sig, you on mute if you're trying to talk to us.
My son and his wife, they
okay.
He used to watch wrestling a lot, so he know about Vince, but she hadn't, and she was like, hey, did you see the Vince McMahon documentary? It was amazing. So you're right, Quilly. For people that hadn't seen it, it's like, wow, this is like some amazing stuff going on. But for your fans like us, we like, we already know that.
It's back down memory lane. Like, dang, I remember that. I remember that. Or I remember where I was when this happened, or, and stuff like that. They even talked about Owen Hart. I remember where I was when my friend called my job and told me, I was working at Celebration Station, and my friend called me and told me that he died on the pay-per-view. This crazy.
I was watching it live.
That was back when we had the scramble boxes. So I was picking up all the pay-per-views on the box. But I remember watching it, and it's so funny. It's almost like now you do cameras and stuff. The camera was in the crowd at one point, and then all of a sudden, the camera just went to the opposite side of the ring. Like, what's going on? And there was some silence there for a good 2 or 3 minutes before, or maybe longer than more like 10 minutes before JR and King came on the air, and that's when they found out about it. So I watched it actually on TV live when it happened.
Yeah, but that's crazy and stuff. And even like them talking about like his choice to keep the show going.
Keep the show going.
Like and just watching Jeff and them trying to cut a promo after they just wheeled Owen lifeless body
the blood was still on the ring.
The blood, bro, I forgot the blood was in the ring. People taking bumps right next to a big blood stain on the mat where he took his final breath pretty much.
And that's crazy. That's a bad situation to be in as the owner And as the one running the show, man, do you stop it? Do you keep it going?
Yeah,
It's
that's
like,
that. Yeah,
man,
because you got to think about it. Yeah, the people that's in the arena, they bought tickets for this. This is when pay-per-views were big, so people are paying money for these pay-per-views. If you just stop the show halfway, you're gonna have some, people. They gonna understand because again, you're dealing with a deaf, but
But
that's
they
one
didn't
of
know.
the
But
things-
that's the thing, hold up.
Know though at the
No,
at the
that's what I
time.
was just
Yeah.
gonna say. So the fans that saw that, the lights were down, so you really couldn't see anything. That's what I heard.
right.
But there's no way in hell the people on the front row didn't know anything, and that didn't spread through the audience that was Owen Hart. That's crazy how nobody really knew about it.
Yeah,
That was
I don't know.
crazy.
Cause you could hear you could hear the do when his head hit that turnbuckle, man. Yeah.
That's still one of the craziest moments. And then Chris Benoit came and took that and made his stuff the craziest moment in wrestling that I've ever.
I remember that night. I had a job while I traveled a lot during that time, and I was in a hotel room. I forget what city I was in. Again, I would go out of town every week. So Mondays, hey, when 5 o'clock hit, I'll go grab something to eat and usually take back to the room and watch Raw and eat in the room. And I remember rushing back to the room to make sure I saw Raw that day. And that's when you saw Vince McMahon in the middle of the ring, nobody in the arena, and he told us about Chris Benoit passing away. Because that night they made a tribute show to him, so they showed a lot of his matches and stuff like that. And
But they didn't know.
The next day,
didn't
the
know.
next morning is when they found out, what had happened. So
And that was crazy because, man, I used to love my woman
I love
back
this
in the
a
day
lot, too.
Oh, yeah.
when she was with Doom and stuff like that. I used to love woman, man. Like she
Yeah.
was dope, man. She was a good manager and stuff like that. And I, that some of these wrestlers started dating, but for that to happen and stuff like that, it was crazy.
And ever since that time, WWE has never stopped a show for a tribute. Never.
what?
That
Yeah,
was the
yeah,
last
yeah.
one.
That's when
That
where
was
they
the
actually
last one.
stopped the actual live show and just made a
Yeah.
tribute show. Yeah,
That was the last one. Because
They didn't do anything for Bray though. They sure didn't. They just put it up there. They put a thing or whatever.
They had a
But
nice
well,
little thing.
what they do is,
Yeah.
or even when Eddie passed, all the wrestlers came and they stood on the stage
Yeah.
and they had the little video playing, but they kept on with the show like a normal show afterwards. So.
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, no, it was a good documentary to me and stuff like that. I mean, it was something to just go down memory lane. But was I expecting them to give us any new? I think that's going to come later. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna probably have
Hey.
a survivor, Mr. McMahon.
Hey,
Coming up soon.
That's
So
gonna
I don't
come
know.
with the biopic.
The rise and fall of Vince McMahon.
Man, who gonna play Vince McMahon?
Shane.
There was who was it? There was a rumor that a Vince McMahon movie was out there and that Bradley Pitt was gonna play Vince McMahon. And he was gonna both up. He's gonna have to gain a little weight for it, but I think that was one of the pitches that Bradley Cooper would play. Vince
I'm
McMahon.
interested in seeing how that would go because it's still
That was
stuff-
way before.
it's still-
Yeah, that was
they
way
had
before all this stuff, the allegations stuff came in. So
They had a article on ESPN today with as an update on what was going on. They were saying that some of the women want the NDAs and stuff to be waived for it.
Yeah.
I can't find it now, but that was trending a little bit earlier today. Oh, here it is. The women suing Vince McMahon wants NDAs waived.
yeah, because she had to sign an NDA that she'll keep quiet. So if you can get that way, then now she can talk and she can tell her story to TMZ and everybody else to get some money out of it. That's what they did.
Oh, but that was not just her. They said for other employees too, dog. They said
Oh yeah. I mean,
a
everybody.
former WWE employee who filed a lawsuit against the company and ex-leader Vince McMahon, accusing him of sexual battery and trafficking, is asking them to not enforce NDAs with other former and current employees and contractors, so they could potentially come forward with similar apps. They are coming for his throat.
Oh yeah.
Man, you got Diddy and you got Vince McMahon.
I just thought about it too. Of course, it won't happen because of this whole presidential election. Well, can you imagine we have Vince McMahon and Donald Trump in jail probably this time next year?
Donald Trump is not going to jail, bro.
Well, that's why he trying to run president, because if he wins the election, then all them charges get waived. So
Donald Trump would not go to jail. He was a president, but let me just see how many people that are felons and stuff that can get a good job out here. Then, if you want to try to get you a presidential job and stuff like that, man, people that have been out there they got strikes against them, can't even find a good job. But you out here, like, come on, man. I'm not gonna get into that anyway. Yeah, I think that pretty much covers, man, that this episode of the Black Four Horsemen.
And before we go,
Yeah, go ahead.
I just real quick, man, I want to sincerely say, how about them damn Cowboys?
yes, sir. For still a nation out there, let the last words you hear from this show is, how about them Cowboys?
I don't give a damn if we don't win another game this year. They did what they need to do.
See, I had explained this to some coworkers because everybody talking about, well, it's just a game, it's just the Steelers. Because they're in a different conference, they're in a different division. We play them every 4 years. So if we didn't get this win now, we would have to wait 4 years before we can play them again. So,
and we had to hear that buffoonery.
Man, what?
From
the rain delay. Now, I'll be honest with you. The rain delay pushing the game back, I did fall asleep. I fell asleep. I literally woke up on the last drive and saw Dak throw that touchdown pass win the game. So
I ain't gonna lie. When he threw that last interception, I threw the remote and I went to bed.
Yeah.
I said, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Trust me, CeeDee Lamb didn't like that interception.
I'm not saying the Cowboys going to no Super Bowl, they winning no more, they going to the playoffs. I still think Dak is trash, but we beat the Steelers. That's all I gotta say.
Dak is not trash. Again, like I said, I still would have loved Dak in Atlanta. But I let y'all have it because
I take
we
your
beat
quarterback.
we beat the Saints. I can't stand the Saints.
I take
I don't
your
like the
quarterback.
Saints,
Yeah,
and I
y'all
don't like the
want swap?
49ers. No, I'm good. Kirk O'Chains, we good.
Yeah, Kirk O'Chain.
But you just said you would take that.
I did back in this summer when we didn't sign a quarterback.
Before they signed Kirk.
I was saying in the
No,
group,
just
I
go
was like,
swap
no,
us out.
no, it's too late now. It's too late to apologize. It's too late for that. Y'all paid them. Go ahead and deal with that. But the Saints,
they don't want to take that salary. That's how.
the Saints and the 49ers, they like this. I can't stand either one of them.
Yeah.
So it was a good sports weekend for me, seeing us beating the Saints and seeing the 49ers lose to the Arizona Cardinals, where I am now. It was a great Sunday.
And then the Saints lost again yesterday, so it was even better. Yeah,
It was even better.
the gift that kept
seeing
giving,
that.
huh?
Yeah. So it's good. Life is good to be a Falcons fan right now. We got Carolina Panthers coming up, and let's hope we can get a little win streak. We underline should, okay, because we went in there and took a butt whooping from the Panthers last year. They only won 2 games, mind you, maybe 3, and one of them was against us. But we have a quarterback this time.
That is true.
So,
And y'all defense playing.
and our defense is playing. There we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Because
Shout out to
that Monday night game was busting. I must say.
Shout out to the Dallas
I stayed up
Cowboys
for that one.
and the Atlanta Falcons, and shout out to the losers that are the 49ers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Don't forget to check us out, man, on Spotify, Amazon Music, and iHeartRadio, the Black Four Horsemen. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Like and subscribe and share on YouTube. We got a goal that we want to get to by the end of the year. So you guys rocking with us, go ahead and share it to some loved ones and friends and stuff like that, and get your boys some more subscribers and followers and stuff like that. With all that being said, we out, man. It's the Black Four Horsemen. We'll check you guys out next week when we figure out whatever else the hell is going on in the wrestling world, and hopefully your boys the Falcons are 4-2 by this time, and maybe Dak Prescott impresses OG enough for him to love him as their quarterback of the for the rest of the season. Yeah, we're gonna holler at y'all, man. Appreciate y'all.
All right, peace.
All right, y'all.